And still continuing. 295. When you are suffering from illnesses, take out the sickness and pains of sentient beings into the very core of your heart and imagine that all sentient beings attain perfect abandonment. Thinking this has served its purpose, cultivate joy. When you feel sickness again, motivated, thus give to sentient beings all your happiness and its causes, and imagine that all sentient beings attain perfect realization. Thinking this has served its purpose, cultivate joy. This sweeps away negative karma and obscurations, for it does not allow negative karma and obscurations to linger and challenge for even a single moment. If 100 sufferings arise, 100 ways to search for their true nature will emerge. However, given then that these sufferings never truly existed, there are 100 different ways to find them. These are therefore the 100 abandonments and 100 realizations, a great display for the ultimate expanse. Cultivate joy in these. These then are the objects to be relinquished, the four thoroughly unenlightened factors. Again, the following was taught. This train is the great counterpoint to happiness. This is the great successor to misery. This is the charm that attracts misfortune. And this is the capping of wishes that are least useful. These are the four antidotes to misguided ways. They are vital if you are to tame the barbarians' borderlands. They are essential too if in the age of degeneration to be with misguided ways of negative companions. The meaning of these lines is as follows: harbor modest desires and contentment to counteract for the longing for pleasures, such as for food, drink, wealth, fame, and so on. For this obstruct the pursuit of virtuous activities. On this basis, follow up sufferings with additional pain. If your leg hurts, go for circumambulation. If your back hurts, do prostrations. If you suffer too much greed, give things away to others. If you suffer distractions, enter into retreat. And if you delight in gossip, cease speaking. When you suffer great and unwanted omens, such as negative reputation, disputes, magic spells, and malicious gossip, since there are means of subduing the malevolent demon of self-grasping, welcome then as auspicious as you would a charm that attracts good fortune. Cultivate courage by shouting and more, with the thought as a consequence, all of these events befalling me, events that are normally of no benefit. If I can use them to subdue this self from here on, I will not be reborn in secret existence. In this manner, you keep your desires and ensure that you achieve the strength of the three aspects of forbearance. These four kinds of adverse conditions are then the four misguided ways to objects of thorough application of the four antidotes. Again, the following was taught. Self is the root of negative karma, is to be discarded decisively. Other is the search of enlightenment, to be embraced enthusiastically. These two teachings draw the remedies to a close. They are vital if you are to tame the barbarian borderlands. They are essential too in the age of degeneration, to bear the misguided ways of negative companions. That's it.